flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and this morning I'm making bouquets to bring to a mercantile. So yesterday I dropped off a bucket of bouquets, 2 buckets actually, to a natural food store in a neighboring city called Brenda's Natural Foods. And this is the first time that I'm doing anything consignment. So basically consignment means that my flowers are available at that store or at a different location, and the store owner takes a cut of the sales. I'm really excited to work with Brenda. We actually used to do a farmer's market together. She would have her natural food stuff, and I was probably 3 or 4 booths away from her. I was selling crocheted goods at the time. You guys, everything that I wear in the wintertime are my own creations, my own crochet stuff. So I don't do that for sale anymore, but I still like to enjoy crocheting. Anyway, so I'm excited to work with Brenda. She's excited to have the flowers in her store. I have a lot of customers and potential customers in that neighboring city, and now they're excited to have a place to go pick up my flowers. So we started off with 2 buckets of bouquets. We're gonna see how that goes, and if that goes well, I'll be dropping them off once a week on a Wednesday, because her store is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. So they're open Wednesday through Saturday. So Wednesday, the fresh flowers will be there, and it's not any more work for me other than putting together the bouquets, because I do my CSA deliveries and I'm driving right by her store. So basically on my CSA run, I'm just gonna dump off the 2 buckets at her place and see how it goes. And when you're working on consignment, if they don't sell, I don't make any money. Now you can do consignment several ways. Sometimes the store, well, I guess it's not really consignment if you do it this way, but sometimes the store will say just buy all of the bouquets and then mark them up for sale. That way I'm not out any money. The store might potentially be out money. That's really I guess the best benefit for the farmer. But we're gonna see how this works. If they don't sell, or if only half of them sell, then I'll bring half as many so I'm not losing any product. I digress. Anyway, so I posted a picture yesterday on my Facebook page that my flowers were now available at Brenda's in Rome. And then shortly afterwards, another woman from another neighboring city, half an hour the opposite way, he sent me a message and said, "Hi there, I own a mercantile, an 1825 mercantile up north of you, and we would love it if we could have some of your bouquets on display here at our store." So I said, yes, let's try it out. We're gonna try. I'm gonna bring 2 buckets, 2 or maybe 3 buckets, however many that I can get. I better get going though, because I have to leave in 40 minutes. 45 minutes. I'm looking at my clock. See, I still have my peonies as my screensaver. Should I maybe upgrade that? Not upgrade it, just change it with the seasons. Maybe some zinnias. Maybe some zinnias, maybe Rebecca's, maybe some Snapdragon, I don't know. I gotta change my screensaver. Boop, squirrel, I'm back focused. I'm excited because I've seen photos of this store. I've never actually been there. So I'm going to pick up my friend Susan on the way, and she's gonna come with me. And I asked the woman who owns the mercantile, can I bring my camera? Maybe shoot a little clips for my YouTube video? And she said, absolutely. So I'm gonna take you guys there with me too. All right, let's make the bouquets. Ingredients today, pretty much the same as the last time. We've got snapdragons, we've got rudbeckia, we have lavender, we have statice, we have zinnias, we have basil, we have bells of Ireland, we have phlox. I've got some cosmos, some coneflower, some ageratum, some lavender, some stock, lots of stuff to work with, some gomphrena. Did I say bachelor button? Bachelor button. I think that's it. All right, I'm just gonna start making, oh, and I have a new tool, thanks to the generosity of actually 2 people. 2 people sent me the exact same thing. One was Sunflower Steve. He was at his wholesaler and he saw what they were using to do cutting the bouquets, and also a flower friend, one of my viewers, also sent me one. So I have 2. So eventually when I have a workshop, it's gonna definitely come in handy to have both of them. But anyway, it's a bouquet cutter, it's terrifying, but I love it. So it's actually right here. So this is an old butcher block that we actually inherited from Brad's parents, and I've found it to be the perfect location for cutting bouquets and wrapping them, especially when I have a bouquet bar. I'm right here, people are right here. So this actually is a bouquet cutter, and it has a lock on it. So you undo the lock because you don't want kids playing around with this, because it'll take a finger off. And it's scary, terrifying. Does the job. My plan is to give this butcher block a little bit of a makeover, paint it black, put the logo on the front. I think that'll be cool. Anyway, let's make some bouquets. I'm enjoying the cupcake zinnias. They're cute. I gotta go harvest some wheat. I really like the look of the wheat poking out of it. Look how pretty so far. Anyway, I'm just making, these are not like the big CSA bouquets. These are smaller bouquets. They're gonna be at a lower price point. So they're gonna be quick and just really cute though. Really cute. All right, basil. The way that I'm making these bouquets is I'm like stacking it in the front because I don't want anything to be like damaged in the back. And I'm finding that if I put a delicate flower like a phlox or something on the back side and it's in the paper, it gets a little squashed and a little wrinkled and it doesn't look good when you take the paper off. So I'm stacking all of the delicate stuff in the front so that it's in the open part of the paper so that it doesn't get damaged. I don't want people to be disappointed when they get home and unwrap it and see squashed things in there. Not good. Okay, so let's cut it down. I always forget to give people flower food. So now I'm gonna wrap it right with the stems. And now this way, none of the flowers get damaged around the paper. I have to speed things up just a touch. There have been a ton of people asking me to show how I wrap. It's super simple and it probably isn't the best way, but it's the quickest way for me. And I found like folding the paper over was just damaging the flowers more. So all I do, this is an 18 by 18 sheet. I just fold it up in half. I kind of leave like an inch. So it's folded up almost completely in half. I lay the back side of the bouquet. I accidentally, there. And then I literally just pinch it together. Staple, staple. Now I was folding it over. You can totally fold it over and staple again here. But I found it was damaging the flowers when they were in the buckets. So I've just been leaving it open. So they see it like this. Can fold it in. And then you would put another staple right there if you want it to be completely closed like that. And then I just put a sticker on, but it just really makes them look so gorge. Oh, drop, stop. So good. Put a couple sprigs of lavender. I had to do it. I just wanted to see what it would look like. A pure Rudbeckia bundle with some basil because it's gotta smell good. Okay, so I just threw together 8 bouquets real quick. This is about what they look like. I can't tip it too much because the water in it, but they're all pretty amazing. I did like crazy colors and then I did one just Rudbeckia. I did this one, it's a red, white, and yellow. It's hard to see in the shadows of the porch here, but it's all red, whites, and yellows, and I love it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get in the car because I have to go. Ah, yes, perfect. Perfect. I'm like right on time, right on time. I only put maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches of water in the bottom of these buckets, but I bring water with me to then fill it more once I get to the store. Flower food, I use Crisol. Professional number 3. Also, I have been painstakingly using a tablespoon to make the solution. And then I found this yesterday. I found this buried halfway down. That's convenient. FYI, it's in there somewhere. Hello.
God,
What did you find?
Smell this.
Let me smell. Ooh, wow. I love it.
Home sweet home.
Are you gonna cash people out? So Susan's buying, what, popcorn and coffee?
And a mug.
And a mug.
And a mug.
There are what, 38 local vendors here that sell their stuff on consignment and stuff. And is it Nicole?
Yes.
Nicole. We're both Nicoles. So she has been working here for years. She knows everything. She's just telling us all this cool information about everything in the store. But my flowers are set up right here, right when you walk in. And they're just outside of a rather large local village. So they are pretty busy. So I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. I actually want to contact some of these local potters to see if they could make like a custom vase for me. Wouldn't that be cool, Suze?
No, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It's 1 week later. It's actually 1 week and 1 day later, and I wanted to let you guys know how that first week of consignment went, and I'm so happy to let you know that my bouquets sold out at the Rome location, which is the Brenda's Natural Food Store, and then 6 out of the 8 bouquets at the other location sold out, which I think was really great because they were only there for about a day and a half before they were closed for the weekend. Anyway, so both locations wanted flowers again, so this time I put my flower team together. Flower team assemble! Veda and Axel were my flower partners for this week. They helped me. Axel was putting the stickers on the bouquets, and they were helping me load the car up and make my deliveries. Of course, they got lunch and library out of the deal. My kids adore the library and they love reading. I worked there for a short stint, probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and I just love my friends at the Jervis Public Library in Rome, so we go there as often as we can. And I had 2 overdue books to return, so that was really nice to stop into the library. So we restocked at both locations, and I was notified this morning that the Lowville, the Mercantile location, they actually sold out in less than a day. All the bouquets are gone. So next week, I told them I'm gonna bring them earlier in the week. That way they have, and I'm gonna bring more of them. So I'm gonna bring them on a Tuesday instead of a Thursday. That way I'll bring more, and they'll have more days and more opportunities to sell them as well. So really, really happy with how things are going so far. Obviously it would have been awful if only one or none sold. Then I would have made those trips for basically cost, or I would have lost money really when it comes down to it. I think that will be also a fantastic outlet in the spring too, when I have my thousands of tulips and daffodils and I need outlets for those flowers, those 2 store locations. And I mean, I might even add more as we continue during the season because I just have so many flowers. Speaking of so many flowers, I had another order from my local Boomville florist this morning. They ordered 6 bunches of status and 1 bunch of gomphrena. So I just cut all that, and their delivery driver just came and picked it up. I'm telling you, get those delivery drivers to come pick up at your farm. Saves you the trip and the hassle. It was really convenient. I just cut all the bundles, put it in a bucket, he pulls in the driveway, I hand him the bucket, he hands me the cash, boom, we're on our way, and I don't have to make any deliveries. So that's the best sort of setup. The consignment so far, weeks 1 and 2, went really well. And I'm excited because now my flowers are in more locations. It's broader. Also, there's a cheese store, a dedicated cheese store next to the Mercantile, and we've been scoping it out. Susan and I stopped there, purchased, like the jalapeno cheese and just fun cheeses. Oh, and this time we got chocolate cheese. It tastes like fudge. Who knew? Anyway, there's cheese store, that's a bonus. Just to recap so far, I have my CSA this year. I have the bouquet bars, which I'm hosting on a little bit like a weekly basis. I'm also doing the 2 storefronts that I'm doing consignment, and then I'm also expanding. I've had 3 florists in the past week reach out to me for flowers. So that's great. The more my target audience is, the broader those are, the more markets I have for my flowers, the better. And this is why I grow so much, because these opportunities come up and I don't have to turn them down. As my friend Dave Dowling says, the cut flower guru, if you're not composting flowers, you're not growing enough. You want to have flowers available for when they say, hey, Nicole, could I get 6 bunches of status? If I was only growing 20 or 30 status plants, I'd be like, not today. But in fact, I'm growing 30 or 40 of every one of those varieties. So I'm like, stop by in an hour, I'll have it ready for you. So you want to be reliable. I guess that's the biggest part of developing your customer base is reliability. If someone asks you for flowers, you want to say, yep, right on top of that. I'll have it for you in just a second. Stop by in an hour. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you guys soon. I forgot. I started harvesting sunflowers, not Steve's. Don't worry, those are not here yet. But I did get some sunflowers. If you remember, way back a couple of months ago, the chipmunks ate my first successions of sunflowers. So I have a delayed crop of sunflowers and it's very frustrating. But I went out there this week and I have the first crop. So I have the Pro Cut Gold Light, which is right here. They're tiny and I love them that way. Look how small they are. I planted them really close together to get these tiny, tiny, tiny little things which are perfect in bouquets. And then I have the slightly larger, this one's a bicolor, you can't even really see it. It's got like a burgundy ring around the middle and then the yellow around the edge. And my first successions of the Pro Cut Orange and the White Lights and the White Nights, those were all eaten by chipmunks. So we've got these 2 so far and I'm really excited about that. I actually tucked them into, oh, right here. This is my CSA bouquet. So this is my CSA bouquet-ish for the week and I tucked a sunflower into each one of that. Check out, there's dahlias in here too. Got some dahlias, guys. I've got some dahlias. Really great news. And then the rose lilies I reserved for the CSA members too this week. This is for Megan. Megan's one of my CSA members who had a baby this weekend. Last weekend. I'm so excited for her. So this is for that family. Her husband's coming to pick him up tomorrow. So anyway, really nice stuff coming this week, guys, and more to come. So I do have a bouquet bar video. We hosted one of those earlier this week. I've got to go edit that and get it together for you. So anyway, thanks for sticking around, guys. We'll see you soon. Are you driving?
What does a weather stick do?
So you would pin it to or nail it to a tree or the outside of your house or something, and when there's high pressure, it'll stick straight up, and low pressure it'll go down based on the weather.
Really?
What? I've never had
Well,
one.
there's
a
a
lot
nail right in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So you just
almost hit yourself in the face.
you pick your nose with it. You just
Cool.
yeah. Oh, it says right on there. Yeah. Okay, thanks though.